Okay, I'm not done watching this episode yet, but I just want to say it's Pinky. I'm pretty sure it is Pinky. Just wanted to say. Spoilers, by the way. I like this image. This image is nice as well. Okay. First of all, I want to say how much I dislike leaked episodes. You wanna know why? For somebody like me who enjoys watching episodes blind, unspoiled, a leaked episode means for me to that I have to get my hands on it early on and watch it right away, because otherwise I can't go to DeviantArts, Tumblr or Equestria Daily without getting spoilers. Already found a few screenshots today on Tumblr. It's like I watched this episode. Castlemania, I believe was the name. I see what you did there, DHX. So Twilight is no longer the student of Celestia, so she doesn't have to write letters anymore of findings of friendship, because she pretty much perfected her knowledge about friendship by becoming an Olicon. So what are they going to do now? They write a journal! So yeah, we still have our nice little lessons at the end. I personally don't care too much about it, but because it's a journal, I believe they don't have to go really with this pedagogic lessons. They are a little bit more loose with it. It is not necessarily findings on friendship or lessons, it's just giving a short note about the adventure they just had. It's an interesting mixture, I would say. I mean, it is basically slice of life, because there is not really something adventure-y happening, but it's in the scary castle, and so it's kind of a mixture. It's slice of life, adventure, and of course the story arc is continuing. We know that in the first few seasons they actually even switched episodes around in the order. Right now they are going very straight. What is the first thing she would do? Go through the books in Ponyville, and that's where we start. And if I remember correctly, I haven't checked it yet. That's the problem with first impressions, and especially with first impressions, I have to improvise because I don't have a schedule because the episode leaked. But okay. But I believe this episode was by a new writer. I would say it's a writer who is a little bit going for the comedy angle on things. Also interaction, and all the main six have been there. And we even got a little bit of Angel Bunny. Oh, I probably should address this, and I just realized that I'm absolutely all over the place and jumping from point to point. First impressions, I really just stopped watching it. So Angel Bunny, he was nice. I mean, he was a little bit like stamping his foot, but come on, Fluttershy hurt her wing. He is like, oh, there. He has a little bit of nice interaction with Twilight. He was nice. I liked Angel Bunny. The one thing I can recall is that he makes the tongue noise in Just for Sidekicks and other episodes where he is a dick. He also did at least one time the Wilhelm scream in Keep Calm and Flutter On. I cannot recall ever hearing his voice, and he was like, ah! This is when he was laughing. I liked Angel Bunny. This is a little... I mean, in the end, in fact, it's quite nice. And first impression, I liked the setting. I mean, really, the castle from which the royal sisters used to rule was with so much mysteries and trapdoors and everything. I mean, the journal pretty much tells that it is that the royal sisters just had fun with all the secrets and trapdoors and whatnot. You can look at like this or this. You can, on the one hand, you can say, hey, it gives a nice background about the royal sisters. It hints towards that they were a little bit more loose about their sense for humor in the past. Or you can look on it with a more cynical eye and be like, oh, it's so contrived that it is in there. But I'm not even sure. I can see both sides. But basically, did I enjoy this? And it was really nice seeing the castle, seeing so much of the castle with a lot of new resources as well. I mean, I haven't seen those armor suits before, so they designed those completely new. Story-wise, I liked the setup. The setup was nice. I mean, Twilight goes there reading a book. Okay, that's rather reasonable. Rainbow Dash and Applejack go there to dare each other, which, especially that their competition thingy is now going on again. Oh god, the shippers. Oh, the Apple Dash shippers, they will go so nuts over this episode. Oh, Fluttershy and Rarity, also a very funny dynamic. First, it is Rarity being she always bounces back before being generous, but also being very self-centered. And I mean, this is pretty much the depth thingy which Brony Curious and so on enjoy about her. And I'm usually like, wow, why is she an element of generosity? It doesn't make sense. And if Lauren would have had it her way and she would have been the element of, what was it, creativity, inspiration, whatever, I probably would never had this big of a problem with Rarity I have. Because it's just so... Generosity, really? She's so self-centered often. Not always. I mean, she makes presents and stuff. Getting distracted again. Focus. Yeah, the dynamic. I liked it how in the beginning it is Rarity dragging Fluttershy there, and then after Angel Bunny gets lost, it's switching around, and Rarity's the one who wants to leave, and Fluttershy is the one who is like, no, we have to stay, we have to find Angel Bunny. And suddenly Fluttershy is the courageous one, while Rarity, who was not necessarily courageous in the opening, but she was not scared. She was like, oh, I'm going in this castle, showing once again how mature Rarity is. She goes there and is just like, okay, it is an old castle, so it is a bit spooky, but hey, I'm an adult mayor, I'm a businesswoman, or business mayor, and I'm not scared of ghost stories. So she goes there and is aware, okay, it's ruins, whatever. After she gets fed up with the castle, it's Fluttershy who keeps her there and is like, oh, we have to stay. Kind of getting to a conclusion now. It was a very funny episode, I had so many good laughs. Story-wise, very predictable, but it is a children's show. A really original plot is something that is tricky for me to come on. So you have to look at it with a little bit more an innocent and naive perspective, like somebody who has not already seen this kind of plot unfold 100,000 times and played straight. I mean, South Park would have made a parody out of it. They played it straight, and I have to say it had some kind of nostalgia to it, watching this kind of episode, because I really haven't seen something like this, and I believe within its genre it was handled well. We had a lot of interaction, it was harmless enough, they were just normal characters, and they actually could... Their characters actually were able to shine, and their differences and their quirks and everything. A little bit tricky once again, Pinky, who is again rather zany. I mean, she was always bouncing back and forward between her very eccentric and unique view on the world and really grasping what's going on. And well, it's times of peace, there is nothing dangerous going on, so it kind of makes sense that she goes more loose. And God, the image of her being in the school bed, I had a few good laughs, so I don't really complain. And I would even say, since this was a big topic, the humor was not really slapsticky, was it? Does it count as slapstick when somebody gets pushed through a trapdoor? I mean, the moment of smashing down would be slapstick, if the slapstick goes along with the whole getting hurt thing. But a lot of things here were not really slapsticky, it was like more situation humor. When all four move backwards and you see one shot of a mayor moving backwards after another, it is so... You so know that they are going to run into each other and got scared and everything, but then the way they went with it was ingenious. On the other hand, it was like you completely saw it coming, but then they just stay in place and lose their mind. Like, the rarity is just hidden below this carpet, and Fluttershy believes Angel and Bunny got smashed by a pillar, which is not really funny, but it's just so ridiculous and everything. And Rainbow is just, I mean, in this moment, Rainbow was just brain dead, wasn't she? I mean, she was like ricocheting off the walls and continued flying. Okay, and Applejack wasn't really better. She was also in a complete panic attack. Funny if you think about it. Rainbow and Applejack, the two who were most about daring, had the most panicky attack. The most losing control panic attack. Rarity was trapped below the carpet, which kind of exaggerated the situation for her. Fluttershy was extremely focused. When you believe she was like, she was not scared, she was like, oh crap, Angel Bunny got hit, and she is just going there and trying to move this pillar. I guess first impressions will turn... we need to have a bad episode so I can tell if this whole first impression thingy kind of goes back, but it was a very enjoyable episode, I have to say. Was it good? I don't know, I have to rewatch it and I will have a more elaborate and critical view on it for my actual analysis, but it was definitively enjoyable. This is AnY saying, see you soon. What I completely forgot to mention, but what I really wanted to talk about, was what was up with the shadowy figure in the end. I mean, was it an actual foreshadowing or just the obligatory ending gag for scary episodes that, ooh, there was a ghost after all? I mean, was it the usual last moment pun? Or is there actually something coming from this? I don't know, in MLP I wouldn't necessarily suspect the pun. I mean, in series like Gravity Falls, of course it is just for the pun. But here, not sure. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, but I will pretty much address in my review. I'm not sure if it will be a nay or a yay, but oh my god, DHX is now playing us, aren't they? I mean, come on, wing bonus everywhere!